And hello, everybody. It's been a little while. And this last week has been very exciting with Okami sequel news out there on the YouTubes and internet. So I decided to start a new series, and it's been several years since I've played it. So let's jump in to the original Okami. The beginning of this game is very story heavy, but you just have to treat it like a visual novel for a while. Just enjoy the storytelling. Attach a strap, unless you know how to hold on to the controller. I trust my holding abilities. You can use motion controls for celestial brush or fishing. There's the celestial brush. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against the beast many times its size and banished the darkness. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. And there she is, our hero of the story. Yeah, I first played this game when it came out on the Wii, I think, in 2000, I want to say 2008, perhaps? Or maybe 2007? I don't know. Okami. And yeah, this Switch version is excellent. I know that my screen does not quite give it justice, but it's very, very cheap if you want to buy it for yourself. New game, please. Okami. And brace yourself for lots of exposition. The story by Hideki Kamiya, the director and creator of this story. Also from Bayonetta fame. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village. and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Look at how swiftly they're moving. My God. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by the sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Not even a flesh wound. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Baring its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the fatal blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Yep. This is what you deal with when you start this game. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. What a good dog. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Sword. Is this the legendary sword? Is this the Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? And I may mispronounce things as we go on here, folks. No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Oh, poopies. You done goofed, son. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds, speak the words, I wish darkness onto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. Oh, I'm scared. Run away! And that's why you should just keep things where they belong, everybody. I just do love the art style of this game. Okami is based, of course, on the old-style Japanese ink paintings. I don't know much about the mythology, but video games are all about exploring vistas that you're not familiar with. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, There was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki. Let's try that again. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. But we won't be able to play for at least another 15-20 minutes. Because there's more text. Hello, hello, hello. Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. And thus, Amaterasu is reborn. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. And the dog is bored of text as well. Huh? Amaterasu. Gaze above you, and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Japan, in other words, but never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Eh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Yeah, there's some weird parts in this game, too. Ew, what on earth? It's our Navi character. You again? Ow, 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 ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Asun. Wandering artist, Asun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Arr? An artiste. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Asun. Don't make me use my prize sword, then Kumaru against you. Yeah, we don't have time for this, guys. Come on. Well, but what's that growling sound? And why is it so dark, anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Takuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirit are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're going to reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. And after nearly 22 minutes, we have movement. And we go into the tree. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. L changes your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're going to be okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. I've played this game all the way through at least 3 times. Not 100% completion, but to the credits, so. To a bridge. Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears in its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Yeah, I know the ropes, buddy. Save. We'll go to file number 2. The River of the Heavens. And there's clay pots. We know what to do with clay pots, don't we? Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press Y to bust them with your head. Okay, if you say so. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. And here's money. 50 yen. Money, 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 money. Yep, this game first released in 2006 on the PlayStation 2. And it gains the Guinness World Record for the most critically acclaimed game that did not strike a chord with people and didn't sell that much at all. I think it only sold 600,000 copies in its first run. Whoa, whoa, hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press B to jump, then press B again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you can jump really high. Got it. Yeah. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places. So keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. See, that changes my view from close up. There's my map. Okay. You obtained Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favorite snack, restores 3 units of solar energy. Thank you, text box. Collect all the money. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Amy? Listen, Amy. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'll take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So he's showing me with his brush how I'm supposed to do it. To complete the bridge. Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single, powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but God or no God, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? Yeah, this is a very long game. We're here for the long haul, right, folks? Oh, River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? I think it might be. So let's go this way. Press Y to run a little faster. And then if you run in the same direction for a while, then you really go zoom. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look. Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Do it soon. Bah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R to hold the brush, then Y to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Mumble, mumble. Okay. And then Y. Okay. And from the constellation comes a dragon. Ah, why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yamagami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Perhaps that marking means restoration? I'm not able to read Japanese. Wow! That was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Oh, just you wait and see, Buster. Baby, this ain't seen nothing yet. Here's something you never will forget. River of the Heavens. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. Am I right? Yeah, guess the game's over. But what if we try it? Then draw just like that. Yes, with the stick. There it is, and it's beautiful. Whoa! A river of stardust. So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is, who the heck drew the darn thing? It was me, Assoon. I am the god of hellfire. Bow down before me. Yes, we swim just a little bit. Then we open up the treasure. You obtained Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. And dying is very, very rare in this game. You'll see. But basically, I think the Astral Pouch basically is a fairy bottle from Legend of Zelda. You consumed apple. Nectar-filled sour apple fills Astral Pouch a little bit. You consumed peach. Juicy and fragrant peach fills Astral Pouch a little bit. Let's break 'em all. You consumed orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste fills Astral Pouch a little bit. Huh? Somebody use a celestial brush technique while I wasn't looking? Sorry, I mispressed. Into the void. Let's just explore, shall we? We'll go all the way up this path. Through the trees and the mountain. See what the sign says. Fountain of Nagi. Nagi? What's his name doing here? Oh, ye of little faith. Let's keep on going. I don't even know if this is the right way, but we're going for it. Is this... Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, that sword is in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. Well, let's just see here. There we go. That really was your brushwork all this time. How do you get so good? Exactly who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a rodent. Put one here. And is that it? Yeah. Just one on the head, Governor. And who are you? A mouse with a huge sword. Well, 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 if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time. But with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Oh, believe me, I'll put it to good use. For one of the best powers in the game. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute. If you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off at that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. Oh, I'll show you it all right. I've got my celestial brush here and I go, Hup! Wow! I didn't think you had it in ya, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Lucky me indeed. It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. To the mystical fruit. And for whatever reason, there is now an arrow in front of me, just in case. I did not know. Let's see. Press down on the right trigger to face forward. That's right. But first I must cut my way through. Ha-ha! That is so well done in this game. Now I even cut down some trees way down there. Let's go, Amy. There she is. What the? Where'd they come from? Whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press Y to use its power against them. Okay. Look, Amy. Once you've caught 'em off guard and turned 'em black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give 'em a power slash. Okay. It's super effective. Oh, he got me! That son of a biscuit. Can't believe he got me with his weapon. You obtained Spirit Globe S. Humanity's faith made solid. Restores a little solar energy. In other words, your health. You obtained Ink Bottle. Bottle full of ink fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. And since I got hit, my damage suffered just a little bit. But let's follow the arrow of truth, the arrow of power. Zoom in, zoom out. Let's stay out for a little bit. Let the flowers behind Amaterasu. Oh, so gorgeous. Another enemy. That guy was trying to attack me. Have at ye! There we go. And the pink trees mean I did a good job. 620 yen. I'll take it. Go faster, Amy. I thought I was going faster. And then we swim a little bit. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. And we love to swim. Keep on going. Jump down. Then let's save it again. And that gets me to the right file. Good, good. And let's see if we can use our powers to help restore the area of Kamiki Village. Ah, thank you, Arrow. I never would have been able to figure it out if it wasn't for you. Just enjoy the spreading of the green and the beauty, the flowers and the sparkles. Everything is becoming beautiful and pollution free. You can almost smell the petals of the flowers in the air. Can you not? Wow, the village has been restored. Sakuya came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono, if you know what I mean. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing down there. So, I mean, this game does take a very serious tone, but every once in a while you have the pervy Asun, the humorous relief, you might say. Examine. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Okay. The pitter-patter. And right now I have it so I can feel the vibrations every time Amy takes a step. Hey, there's a statue here too. It's like the villagers have turned to stone or something. Huh? Not again. That's not one of those smaller monsters that are lurking about. A roar like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. So basically talk to everybody. And do I have the different stuff here when I press the start button? All different guides and logbooks and the map. Maybe it's the minus button. Yeah. Controller settings. So I took off the motion and fishing, but let's try it here. Save successful. And make sure there are no people or objects in the immediate vicinity when playing with motion controls. Gotcha. Exit. So yeah, now I'm just moving with the motion of my hand. But I can... Okay, I can also still move it with my Joy-Con if I want to, but this will work fine. Oh, sorry about that, Governor. No good, this one's not moving. Everyone here was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on around here. The village is back, but what's up with this dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village, too. Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Follow the arrow again. Don't worry, this arrow doesn't last long in the game. It's just a little hand-holdy at the very beginning. Doesn't want kids to get confused. Gotta go... I have the high ground, Anakin. There's definitely something strange going on. You think? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Okay. Actually did that all right. Usually I stumble a little bit. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. And not a single villager can move a muscle. Is it some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not going to stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible, even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another god, brush god, for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Well, let's just see here, shall we? And by moving my Joy-Con, make a beautiful circle. What the? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. So it'd follow that you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day. Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician of shape and color. Since you're sure such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after that poem of his? It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Amy, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal. Who are you? Village Elder Mr. Orange. Named for obvious reasons. A white wolf. Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart, and nobody else can see the red lines. He just looks like a regular doggy. Whoa! No need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words. I just state the facts. Evil green imp, I think they're called. What's this sudden chill down my spine? Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, then Komaru. And then Amy just tosses Orange Man aside and decides to jump in the fray. Can we slash two at the same time here? Yes, we can! Oh. There we go. I didn't make as clean a brush stroke as I could have. But it still gave me full points. What? Bring beauty to this land. And floating bubbles. Wow, you really got aggressive there when you're mad. Let's try that again. Wow, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look. See how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that may weaken you, but if you try really hard, your true power just might shine through. But boy, there's sure been a lot of monsters around lately. And that Mr. Orange you tossed up on the sacred deck, looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak, people can't see them anymore. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun, Furball. You obtained feed bag, seeds. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist. Why, you little devil. Look at the sweet grub you found. Hey, wait. This is animal food. Still, we could save it to give to animals, and let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner, but what the heck? Let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot. There was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the plus button to open the fan menu. When the fan menu's open, you can check and use the items you have. There are other things you can do there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. I'll keep that in mind. Jump out of the pond! Oh, some birds. Don't fly away. Will the birds come back? I wanted to speak to the birds. Feed, yes. Feed the seed bag. Use. And this could be like a screensaver for a computer or something like that, but I think we just press a button for it to... Yeah, the plus button to skip, yes. Otherwise, it will just keep showing this forever and ever and ever. There we go. 5 praise points. Thank you, birdies. Now we go to the village. Oh, I don't have any more seed bags. Ah, great. Shiranui. Oh, no. Wake up. Whoa. Hey, don't. Show some respect to your elders. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, I feel it. I sense it. Foul beasts dwell in this place. Concentrate. Look hard. You see, right behind you now. Oh, you don't say. I shall slash at thee. Oh, well. Yeah, and if I do that, then I get a special, you obtained Demon Fang. Fang forged in demonic hatred, beautiful and deadly. There we go. Humans are not witness to such battles, but I saw it. The fighting went on for exactly 20 seconds. Well, thank you for telling me, dude. And we might be able to talk to just a few more people, but I'd better save it pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen. Because my bottom is getting sore, if you must know. Kushi. Well, what a fine-looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. With logs of wood on your head. Or sake brewer, Kushi. Or maybe it's containers of sake. I don't know. Working at the fields again, are you? Soon. Are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. But I have to manage the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Sasano give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. Oh, and when there's a green arrow, that means more talking. Why, Amy, I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk because you'll see a triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say. It might even be valuable information sometimes. They may just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Hey. If I bite, what does that do? Oh, sorry. Sasano's a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant of our legendary hero, Nagi. And he loves his sake, too. He often pops around here to buy it. Oh, still more to say. Make sure to say hello when you see Sasano. He could use a friend, I should think. He's always on his own. And that's it. You've said your piece. Hey, little kid. A white wolf? Now that's just plain weird. Sure looks like a weak little bugger. Think you could beat my dog, Hayabusa? Well, listen to this. There's this field my mama tends to, you see. Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row, even though my mama was chasing him around trying to slug him. There are actually 10 turnips in the field. Hayabusa is fixing to get all 10. Think you can dig all the turnips in my mama's field? Don't forget, you'll have to avoid being slugged by my mama. I'll admit you're the better canine, if you can do it. Heck, she's going to try to slug us. Not exactly my idea of a good time, Amy. At least you have your celestial brush and wicked brush stroke. So that may be our quest for tomorrow. Well, let's talk. Can we talk to this dog? Does this dog speak? No. We can bark, though. So we will deal with her tomorrow night. We'd better save it now, yes. But yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful game. And I do enjoy reading all the parts. I love visual novels as well, so lots of text do not scare me. And if you can deal with the chatter, like Animal Crossing, then you're well on your way. Yeah, if you see this video early, it's on sale on the Switch for only $5. A steal as far as I'm concerned. An epic adventure. Don't you think so, Amy? Yes. Ruff. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining me in this new adventure of Okami. And until next time, happy gaming.